Hello again, this is Sandy with day 9 of my 13 Frights before Halloween 2017. Today is an exciting day. We're going to start adding some accent pieces to the house before we get ready to put the roof on. So I've got my little wood pieces, my shutters, and I've cut out some papers to add into the windows and to decorate the porch and things like that. So we're going to get started real soon. I want to remind you to leave a comment so that you'll be entered into the drawing for our two door prizes, one from Country Craft Creations and one for me, and that will be on October 31st. So let's get started. I have gone ahead and pre-cut some papers like little squares of ghosts because I'm going to put some of these in the windows. And I know it looks a little strange. What you're looking at the top of the camera is the top of the house looking down without the roof on it. So you can see the little roof piece of the porch. So I have measured and cut out papers to put on top of the little roof, and I need to ink these. So I'm going to go ahead and use my black soot distress ink and ink the papers that I have cut. I cut papers for the porch, for the sides of the porch, and even though I thought I wanted my poles on the porch black, I think I've decided I wanted a little bit of paper on that because I've also going to put a little door on my house. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to start gluing them on. So I'm inking and gluing. This first piece is for the top of the roof, which I cut out of the spiderweb paper to match what's going to be the roof of the house. So remember to measure and cut this in the angle shape of what the piece is, because this is not perfectly square, rectangle, or anything. So that's the little rooftop, and I've already done the door, which was the scrap of paper that I had cut out, and I used the reverse side and used tape to tape the door on. And then I also put a large cat sticker on there. So I did that off camera last night because I just couldn't help myself. So I did a little bit there, and then I had made myself stop so that I would be able to show you what I'm doing. So here I'm inking more of the papers that I have cut, and I'm going to glue them down, and you'll see where I'm putting them on the porch base and the sides of the porch. And then I will put some paper, I think, on the poles, the outside poles. So this one I'm just fitting it in, and I'm using different prints. I think it's going to make it like really, it's going to be a spooky little haunted house, but cute at the same time. So you want to be kind of careful with that, depending on what you want it to look like. And I don't mind using like the really large cat on the door, which is not in ratio with the rest of it, but that's okay. So I've decided on the sides of the porch to put jack-o'-lantern paper that comes in the collection. I just think that's really cute, and so that's going to be the front and side of the porch base. I think I'm just going to leave the bottom of the house black, where I've painted it black. The bottom of the porch and the base of the house is going to stay black. And now I'm going to take some of the strips of dotted paper that matches the front door, and I'm going to trim these down. They need trimmed down just a little bit to I want to make sure that some of the black is showing on each edge of each column. So I'm inking this paper up with the black soot ink, and then I'm going to glue it, the dotted paper, to the front of the columns. I like how that looks, the columns matching the door. And now I'm going to glue a little strips of the boards that I have painted black and that I added the crackle accents to. So I'm going to just alternate crossing some boards across the entranceway so that it looks like someone made an attempt to keep people out of this haunted house. So I'm just going to put glue on each end and move them around and arrange them how you decide. And you'll notice that I did not paint the back sides black. Perhaps maybe I should have. Something you might want to go ahead and do before gluing yours down, but I'm going to go ahead and add mine without them being painted on the back. Okay, so I'm going to keep working on the little windows. The shutters that have the rounded top, those go on the windows with the curved top. And if necessary, just trim the bottoms off to make them fit the size that you want. And don't put them on just perfectly straight. Just kind of angle them different ways. So right now I'm just going to see how I want these front ones to look. And then you just glue them down. So I'm going to be doing that on all the windows. I'm going to be adding some shutters all the way around the house. There's different pieces of the wood. There's the single pieces of wood and the ones that are crossed. I'm going to be gluing those over some of the windows. And then also in some of the windows, especially the upstairs ones, I'm going to glue these ghost squares that I've cut out. I'm going to glue those to the inside of the house over the opening of the window so it looks like ghosts are peeking out. So I'm going to go ahead now and speed up this next few minutes of this video, and that's what I'll be doing, is putting on the shutters, the wood strips, and adding the ghost. Okay, I've done the front, the back, and the right side of the house. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this left side by adding some more of the cross pieces of boards that I've already painted black and added crackle accents to. So I'm just going to glue those on and then also add shutters and put a couple of ghosts or one ghost in the top rooms of the house. Okay, so I'm finishing up now with the last of the shutters. And so that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow I plan to add the roof onto the house, and then I think I'm going to show you how to make a base to sit the house on, because I want to be able to add the fence, and then I'll be adding some of the other elements to the house. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.